Hi, George Jenkins again for Troy Belt Models. This is the latest from ESM. It's the F7F Tigercat. This is an 82.5-inch wing, so it's IMA legal, a twin, a very famous airplane, has all kinds of details, and it'll handle just about anything you want to put in it. And it'll certainly draw a crowd at the field, and it looks great in the air as well. We're going to talk about the parts that come with the F7F Tigercat. These are the solid block mounts that are used for the fixed landing gear. We have the bent wire that you can use for fixed landing gear, but remember now that there is a custom built set of retracts that are very scale for this particular airplane as well. Here's the package of all the individual items that you get, all the nuts and bolts and blind nuts that you need to put the airplane together, all the nylon fixtures, the mounting bolts themselves, the wooden ribs that you need for lining up purposes on this airplane, and all the little squares that are laser cut with the airplane as well. As we go back, you can see that there's some clear plastic lens covers and intake covers with it, one of the aluminum wing tubes that come with it. And of course, the aluminum tube that you see over here is the tube that's designed to put the stabilizer together. The two stabilizers are here that mount in this hole on the fuselage right here. You can see that it has a huge rudder on it, which makes it very easy to take care of crosswinds. And of course, since it's a tricycle landing gear aircraft, it also will handle the crosswinds as well. Coming up the fuselage, as you can see, we have a cover that goes over the cockpit itself and the cockpit that covers that area that goes over the top of the wing. And of course, it already has an instrument panel in it as well. And this is one of the gear doors that goes on the nose gear. You can buy a set of gear doors that come with the retracts. Another one of the aluminum tubes. And then, of course, as we move down here, we can get into the instruction manual, the F7F Tigercat. Remember, this is an 83-inch airplane, so it's IMA legal. Also, you can go online and you can download this instruction manuals in a PDF format, which makes it easy for you to look at the instruction manual before you ever buy the airplane. As we move over, you can see these are the servo hatch covers, and this is where you mount the servos themselves. This is, of course, one of the cowls that goes on the nacelle. Here is one of the doors that goes in the bottom of the nacelle. We thought we would show you that. It comes in plastic. Instead of plastic, instead it comes in fiberglass. These are the two tanks. Of course, it is a twin. You could also electrify this airplane if you wanted to. You could use a couple of 91s, a couple of 108s, or a couple of Aerovate 26s in this airplane, make it very powerful. It comes with the 3 foam wheels, but when you buy the retracts, it comes with a CNC metal hub with a rubber tire. The 2 mounts, the motor mounts, this is designed for the beam mount. Of course, then we would go, here's the steerable cable, and of course all the push rods that you need. Going back over here, you can see we have the outer wing panel. This detaches and it's attached to one of the tubes. This makes it good for transport because you can keep the 2 nacelles attached to the center part of the wing, and then you can transport it with the gear down, so it makes it very easy. Center section itself coming across to the other pod, and there's lots of area here for air to pass through to give your engine plenty of cooling. And of course, we finished up with the outer wing panel of that. Now you can see all the detail in this fiberglass fuselage, and all the decals have already been applied, a huge rudder on the airplane, and it has all the molded panel lines, rivets, and various things in the airplane. A very slick airplane designed to give you high performance and yet lightweight aircraft, so it's not going to come out very heavy at all. The great thing about this is it's already been masked out for you, and all you have to do is glue a couple of pilots in there with the E6000, and it's on there, and it'll look very good. And once you've got that E6000 canopy glued on there, you can pick the whole airplane up with the canopy. It also has this removable canopy that's on the top side of that, and you can simply take this off. It's pretty easy when it comes off like this, and then you can see on the inside of the fuselage the place to mount the servos. You've got lots of room in there for your batteries and for your receiver, and then also up front you have lots of room up here in front. Here we want to show you now the stabilizer and elevator and rudder for the F7F Tigercat. It has a lot of surface, which makes this airplane extremely stable. With the large rudder that we have on here, you can see that since it has tricycle landing gear and a large rudder, it's going to be able to handle your crosswinds, and also going to handle that P factor you're going to get when you've got 2 airplanes torquing at the same engine, torquing at the same time. The elevator is mounted on a tube, as you can see right here, and we'll separate that for you so you get an idea, and it mounts on this tube. So you actually just glue this into the fuselage. If you want to make it detachable, you could for carrying purposes by putting a screw on it and putting some pins in it and lock it in position. Either way, it's going to make a great airplane. It's going to be a crowd pleaser, and I guarantee you, you'll get a crowd of people around you when you roll this out at your flying field. I want to show you the wing now. This is the center section of the wing for the F7F Tigercat. You can see that one of the wing tubes is installed, and of course you can see the flaps. This is the inner flap for the F7F Tigercat. There's one also located out on the outer panel. So you'll have to have two sets of servos connected together on that. And this whole airthing is done in the dark navy. Now what we do is move over to this, which is our nacelle section that we have for the engine itself. And you can see this is a straight on for that. And then of course you can see that it mounts on the tube here. And then on the bottom side of this is the access door. You can get retracted doors when you buy the retracted landing gear for this airplane. I don't think I'd build this with a fixed gear. And then, of course, it has lots of room for the engine itself, which comes out of the cowl. And that slips in here. Lots of air. You can see the air gaps that we have in this, which will give you lots of cooling for any engine that you want to use. You can use a pair of 91s or 108s, a 4-cycle 120, or go to a couple of Aerovate 26s for this, and it'll really go. Now, from here, then, we'll go to the outer panel that we're talking about, and this is the outer panel. This makes it very convenient to carry this airplane because of the fact that the panels themselves remove. So you can leave the landing gear down and the nose gear down and carry the airplane that way. Here's the other flap you can see that's on the outer panel itself, and it has a self-contained servo. So, and then of course the aileron itself is right here. All you have to do then is just plug two wires in, slide it in, put one screw in, and it's really easy to take apart. So this is the F7F Tigercat. You can see that all the decals and everything are already done. And this airplane has a clear matte finish over the top of the decals to make them fuel proof and to give it that scale finish. So that's lots of nice parts already done, all the work done for you. This is truly a really nice scale airplane. Well, that's it now. George Jenkins reporting to you for the F7F Tigercat from ESM and Troy Belt Models. And we're shooting, of course, in the Mars Vision Professional Studios, and I hope you're enjoying the high definition detail that you're going to get with this. Where else can you go and take the airplane out of the kit, take a look at all the pieces and parts, but at Troy Belt. F7F, 83.5 inches of wingspan, makes it an IMA legal airplane. Remember, when you go online to order the optional retract landing gear, the retracts are a bargain. Any place you look at them, they're very scale looking. You're going to enjoy those as well. So just go to the website and you can take a look at those real up close and personal as well. See you around next time for the next video.